If you're going to invest a significant funding to develop your watershed management plans, it is recommended to spend the time and acquire the funding and resources that are needed to develop and implement an iterative, ongoing process that keeps the comprehensive watershed management plans up to date as conditions change and new information becomes available. Regulatory changes such as TMDLs can dramatically alter the direction of your planning efforts, and where limited stormwater resources must be utilized.
We stepped back and looked at the problem on a basin-wide scale, and the project is really neat because it combined traditional capacity upgrades and stormwater detention, but with also newer approaches like regenerative stormwater conveyance and stream bank restoration, which were new concepts for the city. What really made the project unique is the fact that it involved both city property within the city right-of-way, but also private properties.
Where do you see the future stormwater modeling, particularly some of these digital tools that we've been talking about? Where do you see this going in the future?
One of the things we've actually created with Arcadis, we've created what we call our climate risk nexus. We're running our stormwater model every hour based on projections of not just the tide from NOAA, but what the future rainfall is going to be from predicted by USGS. And by doing that, we're able to then look at each of our individual basins, our watershed basins, and figure out when are we going to get this rain. We're able to look to see, are we going to experience a flooding issue? I clicked on the Willow Basin there. It's taken a second to open up, but it will show you the projection of not just what has happened over the last 48 hours, but also what's going to happen over the next 5 days in the way of rain.
New York City is very big. There's a lot of different pockets. There's a lot of different neighborhoods. And in order to figure out where we were going to put our green infrastructure, we had to turn to our models that represent our sewer network to understand where exactly the combined sewer overflows were happening and where we thought we would be able to deploy green infrastructure to reduce combined sewer overflows.
Stormwater flows do not care about jurisdictional lines, whether that means city, county, public, private property. So it's very difficult to deliver projects only within the confines of city-controlled property to move the needle as it relates to reducing flood risk and eliminating property damage. So from that standpoint, I would just say we have been able to demonstrate that we follow through with our plan, and some of our biggest critics in the past have become some of our greatest ambassadors for the city's future project list.